Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about episode 4 on Swarm. Yes, you heard me, the episode 4 on Swarm. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on all post notifications. So y'all, in this next episode, we got Dre. Looks like she is running away because there's all kind of news broadcasts on trying to find out who bit Naija. So everybody's coming for her. The people in her group, they coming for her, and she's watching all this stuff on her phone as usual and trying to get away from it, seems like. So she ends up driving, and she's got this blood in the back of her car and gets stopped by the police. So the police officer wasn't as nice or wasn't your typical officer, but he ended up going ahead and taking her license and giving them back and telling her that he'd follow her to the concert that she said she was going to. So she's trying to get to a Naija concert in some small town. So this concert is supposed to be in this small town, and I guess they have this festival all the time with these rap stars or pop stars all the time. And so she's trying to get there, and then she stops at the store. So when she stops at the store, she notices that the police officer, he followed all the way to the store. And then she sees this girl in there, and she's trying to get some more junk food, some more chips, some more soda, all that stuff. So Dre meets this girl. Her name is Salim, and white young lady, who basically tries to befriend her and talk to her. She just looks and scopes her out in the group. And Dre just looking because she's still trying to see if the officer's still out there. So Salim, who is played by Victoria Blade, goes out and talks to the officer and tells him something, and he goes away. So she asks Dre, does she want to come with her? And Dre tells her, yeah, I'm going to the concert, and goes through all this stuff about what she's doing. And then Salim is like convincing, saying that their spirits kind of match each other. Maybe she should come and hang out with her and stay at her house, since she didn't want her to sleep in her car. And Dre never really said she was sleeping in the car. She just didn't say anything. So Salim takes Dre to her house, and there's some other girls or some other people there, and one is in the garden and others are doing other chores, and then there's like another young lady there. But they say who designed the house. They talk about designing the house and how the house was built. And it's a very, very nice house. And the place is very nice. It's kind of like a retreat type place. And it's kind of like a place where you would just chill and relax. So Dre seems to be comfortable with them and is having dinner with them, and they're talking about all of the things that they do, and Dre seems to be fitting in there really well with them. So Dre tells all the girls her name is Kayla with a K, and she fits right in, and they are told to make her feel welcome, and they start talking about she's there because of the festival, and Dre tells them she doesn't have any money and she's going to sneak in, and also that she's a big fan of Naija, and everyone seems to look at her a little strange. But then they tell her, one of the girls says, Naija is a god, but you really are a god. She tells her this, and Dre is like, real comfortable with them. No one down Naija, but they all were kind of like giving her that look. But she just let them know that she was going to stay there only until she could go to the concert. So the girls begin to talk and mingle, and they tell Dre that explain things about meditation and how they do meditation and things that they're doing in that realm. So Dre goes to her room and she relaxes, and she gets all to wind down and goes to sleep. And then all of a sudden they kind of wake her up. So they wake her up to take her hiking. And Dre's like, hiking? I don't know about all this. But she goes on ahead and goes hiking. And she said, in the dark? I'm not the one to be going in the dark. In other words, she was like thinking, why are we going hiking in the dark? So the group goes for a hike, and they climb all the way up this big, tall mountain, and they get to the top of the mountain, and Dre is just out of shape, out of breath, all kinds of stuff. They praise Dre for doing a great job, and then she walks back, and they all walk back together, and they get down there to the house, and Dre is just completely out of it, exhausted, tired. So as it goes on, Dre continues to stay with the girls at this house. It gets to be about a couple of days, and after a couple of days, Dre realizes, okay, I'm just here for the concert. But they ask her to go into a meditation room at this point. So Dre goes to this meditation room, and first she wasn't gonna go, but then she decided to go. And she goes into, because Eva, who is Billie Eilish, is the person like over the group, and she decides to go into this room, and the girl basically asks her questions. So she told her first, anytime I ask you a question, if I snap my fingers, you come back and you say your name. And Dre started saying her name right, and she kept saying Kayla. Then she'll say Kayla. Then she'll say Kayla. Then she'll tell us some more about her life. Then she kept telling all her business. Then the more she did it, she kept telling her about her life. And she continued this practice. And then next thing you know, she was still going on who she was, who she wasn't, who she was. Then she say her real name, Dre. Then she tell him what she did. Then she say, no, I didn't. Then she say she did. So it was basically like some sort of hypnosis procedure that they were putting her through. As time went on, it was the next night or the next night or whatever it may have been, and they were actually hanging out and around the campfire, and they congratulated her on making tremendous progress. So Dre was sitting there looking at everybody and just, because they eat differently, they do a lot of things differently, and she was just sitting there looking at them, and then she asked what day it was. So during the process of asking what day it is, they tell her the date, and she's like, oh, I got to get to the concert. It's the night of the concert. So everybody's looking at her crazy. They was like, oh, you don't need to go to the concert. It's okay. You don't have to go to the concert. We love you. We're glad you're here. All this good stuff. And she just going on. And meanwhile, they're all sitting around practicing, because the previous day they had been in the sauna. They had been nude. They had been, just having a deep relaxation time. So when Drake got ready to leave, Drake got mad because Drake was like, I'm ready to go. Give me my phone. Because they actually took her phone away from her. And when they took her phone away from her, that was for her to, not be able to look at her phone because the type of environment that they were in. So Dre got angry because y'all know, honey, Dre wanted that phone, honey. Dre wasn't having it. She needed her phone. But of course, the other girl had done took her phone. The girl who was over the group had taken her phone so that she could put all her attention on the retreat. Asked me, it was some kind of cult or something with a bunch of women around, and they were just doing retreat stuff and other stuff as well. So once Dre got hip to that, the girl had her phone and she needed her phone. Dre started acting crazy, honey. Dre went crazy, completely crazy on them, because she knew she had to get to that concert, honey. She started swinging and hitting them and telling them, no, you better give me my phone. So the girl gave her phone after she got in the car. Dre got in the car and got behind the wheel, and the girl gave her phone. And once she got her phone, honey, oh, child. So Dre was already mad about the campsite and that they told her real name. She told her real name to the other group. And Dre was hearing all these noises in her head, and she was just hearing all these sounds. And it was weird the way she was hearing all these sounds. They were showing all this fire around them and all kinds of stuff was going on. But meanwhile, while she did all that, when Dre got in that car, honey, Dre was so mad after she got that phone. Dre said they started pulling on the window, telling her, please don't go, please don't go. Everybody came around her talking about don't go. It was the strangest thing ever. So after they told her, please don't go, the girl got in front of the car. Dre pushed that gas down and ran right over her. I was like, oh, my God. So that didn't even end there. She not only ran over her, honey, they was attacking the car, trying to stop her from leaving. It had to be about 6 of them surrounding the car, surrounding Dre, and Dre was like backing up, going forward, backing up, going forward. Finally, Dre got so mad, Dre ran all the way over the girl, pushed him out the way. Someone was on top of the hood, the other one was on the side, some fell off. The girl on top of the hood, she ended up riding all the way down the road with Dre. Dre was just driving, and the girl was trying to hold on, hollering and screaming, and next thing you know, she fell off the car. And after she fell out the car, baby, Dre just looked at her, got out there, and picked something up out her car and started hitting the girl over the head, just hitting her, and ran right on over and kept going. So once Dre got out of there, she made her way down where the concert was. But by the time she got down there, the concert was over. No more. The concert was done. And she met the person at the gate and they told her, ma'am, you need to turn on around because the concert is over. And Dre was just devastated. So the episode ended up with Dre being devastated and hurt and just not knowing what to do. And honey, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know what Miss Dre finna do because Dre just ran over a whole bunch of people. She just doing the most. She's just doing the most. Just taking everybody out. It's just awful, honey. It's just awful. I just don't know. So if y'all new to the channel, y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on all post notifications so you'll be sure to get more videos like this, especially about Swarm. But we gonna sit out here and we gonna see what's gonna happen to Miss Dre's life after this.